This job bites. The ad had been vague, almost laughably so. Night attendant needed. Unique establishment. Excellent pay. Desperation, however, wasn't picky. My bank account was a graveyard, and my landlord had started giving me the kind of looks usually reserved for roadkill. So, I called. The interview took place in a building that could generously be described as disused. Dust motes danced in the lone beam of sunlight that penetrated a grime-caked window. Mr. Blackwood, a man whose face was a study in perpetual shadow, sat behind a desk that looked like it had been salvaged from a shipwreck. He didn't ask about my qualifications, only if I was comfortable with unusual silence. I nodded, my stomach churning with a mix of unease and a desperate hope for employment. He told me the job involved maintaining the peace and ensuring the residents' tranquility. My first shift started at midnight. The establishment was a sprawling, decrepit mansion on the outskirts of town, nestled amongst skeletal trees. It wasn't a hospital, nor an asylum, nor even a hotel. It was, as Mr. Blackwood had cryptically explained, a sanctuary for those who prefer stillness. The stillness was the first thing that hit me, a profound, suffocating absence of sound. Not just quiet, but an active lack of anything. No creaking floors, no distant traffic, not even the chirping of crickets. Just the rhythmic thud of my own heartbeat, amplified in the oppressive silence. My duties were simple: patrol the long, shadowed corridors, ensure all the doors were locked, and perform check-ins on the residents. The residents. That's where the real horror began. Each room was identical: a single, unmade bed, a small table, and a solitary, shrouded figure sitting upright on the edge of the bed. They were always facing the door, always still, always silent. Mr. Blackwood had explained they were deep sleepers, and my job was to observe their continued rest. The first few check-ins were the worst. I'd approach a door, my hand trembling as I turned the brass knob, and push it open slowly. The room would be plunged into an even deeper darkness, and the figure would be there, a lump of shadow in the gloom. I'd shine my flashlight, a weak beam cutting through the oppressive air, and illuminate them. They weren't breathing. None of them were. Their skin had the waxy pallor of death. Their eyes were sunken and lifeless, and a faint, sweet smell, like old flowers and dust, hung heavy in the air. These weren't deep sleepers. These were corpses. I wanted to run. Every fiber of my being screamed at me to bolt, to call the police, to never look back. But then I remembered the bank account, the landlord, the gnawing hunger in my stomach, and the pay, the excellent pay. So I stayed, night after night. Like and subscribe. Part 2 is here.